What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review. I'm Edward the Collector, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Animated Voyager class Starscream. Here he is in his jet mode, which looks pretty cool, I gotta admit. I really like, I don't even remember what they're called, so never mind, I don't like them that much. But the forward-facing wings on jets, I think that looks really cool. I don't really know what to say about the vehicle mode. I didn't really get, just, looks cool. His color scheme is a little off. I noticed that after watching Animated again for the first time in years a couple weeks ago, and then also getting the figure. I noticed that he's purple in the show. I don't know why they made the figure blue, but in the show he's like a what color is it? It's like an indigo kind of. It's like a light purple, but whatever, man. Just do what you want. Do whatever. It's fine. The blue looks nice. I do like the blue and the red and the gold accents. Decepticon symbols look really cool. But just thought that's something to point out. I'm sure everyone has noticed that and everyone has talked about it, especially since the show is like 18 years old, something like that. But yeah, he has landing gear, which look, well, they don't look good from the side angle. Kind of chunky, but he has landing gear, and they actually roll. For some reason, figures nowadays, if they have landing gear, jet figures, I should say, if they have landing gear, it doesn't roll. Has anyone else noticed that? I don't really have an example right here. I don't keep figures in jet modes often, but it rolls, and it rolls nicely, I suppose. But a gimmick, kind of, for jet mode is you can just flip up the landing gear. Actually, something weird that I like about this figure is how the landing gear and the legs fold up. They're just something about it, just like the click. I don't know. Anyway, you can fold around these guns, and you can have guns on the jet underside. It's so simple, but I like it. And also, it's an older figure, so it's actual missiles, and they fire. I'm going to keep... Okay, it's on the ground. I'm going to keep these out while I transform him, because it's... Hold on, it's right... The missile's right there. Okay, it's on the ground now. Bear with me. There it is. The missiles and the missile launchers are very sensitive. Like, if you just barely touch it, it's not going to happen now, but, like, it's happening again. Alright. Anyway, very sensitive missiles, so I'm going to keep them out while I transform him. So, to transform him, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come to the back, unplug the legs from the wings, and it just folds down like this. And then, okay, you just fold it down and everything comes undone. And that's pretty much it. Not really. Flip up the camera a little bit. Not flip up. But yeah, that's Automorph gimmick. A lot of figures had those back in the day. If you saw the Optimus review, he had a little button. A lot of movie figures had buttons, or you move something and something else moves. I like that a lot. That's one of my favorite gimmicks in Transformers. Even though they sometimes hinder figures, generally, that's fine. Anyway, then you straighten out the legs as best you can. It's on like this weird joint right there, so it's kind of difficult to straighten. Collapse the little wings, tail fins. Open up his little high heels, like that. Flip around the hands, or the arms and the hands, why not? And then the wings, it's really hard to see, but back here, there's a little hook on the wing section, and you just push it up like that. And this part, probably going to break on you, but that's okay. It just pops right back on. But this part comes out like that. You can leave it collapsed like I had it for jet mode, but I like to flip them out like that. Just gives it some more oomph, I guess. And then, all said and done, pretty simple transformation. Some little things here and there, but there he is. And I'll do that. He looks cool. I gotta admit, I am a big fan of this figure. I actually rebought this figure. I had this figure when I was younger, and I got rid of him, and now I have him back. And I'm really glad I do, because I love it. I want to get more of this mold, even though they're super hard to get. Actually, most animated figures are just hard to get, or they're easy to get, but they're super expensive. Why? Why is that? Anyway, Missile can go back in. Let me see if I can find the other one. Missile can go back in right there, and boom. Okay, my gosh. He looks cool. He has, for articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck, which you saw earlier when his head fell off. I don't really know why that happened, because it's usually in there pretty good. He has a ratchet at the shoulder. Kind of hindered, but that's alright. It gets the job done. And a weird, I don't even know what this joint is in the shoulder, but something's there. And then he has an elbow, but it's also like an ape elbow, so it's like the wrong way. He also has fingers, which is cool. You don't see a lot of fingers nowadays, unless it's on like expensive or more expensive figures. He has he has that, I guess. He has a swivel there, perfect. A swivel or a ratchet, actually, at the hip. Or the crotch, the thigh, maybe. A lot of clicky joints on this figure. I don't really know why that is. I don't mind it, but some of them are just hard to move. So it's kind of annoying. But another ratchet joint at the knee. He has that joint right there at whatever this part of your leg is. I have no idea what that part of the leg is. I don't really know much about biology or anatomy. He has ball joints at the ankles, and then you can close his feet, but that's for jet mode, so you don't really have to do that, but that's another thing that he has for articulation. And then, of course, there's little wings and pieces hanging off of him. All in all, pretty alright articulation with some weird things here and there, but he looks really cool doing whatever he does. And then for an extra thing, I'm going to pop that out. He has, like, this can slide forward like that. And, I do not remember this in the show. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but you slide forward the gun, and it brings out pieces of his arm. And I guess it's, like, a more powerful version of his gun. If this happened in the show, let me know, because I genuinely don't remember him having that. But, it looks kind of cool. But you just slide it back, slide it forward, and yeah, that's kind of cool. A weird gimmick that I don't remember, but maybe it happened in the show. Not too sure. Either way, I still really like this figure. Still looks cool, feels nice. It's that classic 2000s plastic, the animated plastic, which is weirdly different from every other plastic that was used during that time and moving forward. But he looks cool, doesn't he? Like, he just looks nice. And because of the evil fingers and posability, you can get him in some evil poses. That's pretty cool. For comparison, get out of the way. For comparison, you saw this already if you saw the Optimus, but it's the only one I have next to me. Here he is with Animated Optimus. A little bit taller, which is pretty cool. I like when the Decepticons are taller than the Autobots. And that was a thing throughout the whole show, was the Decepticons are just big and imposing and scary. That's cool. We don't really get much of that nowadays. Except for, like, the Bumblebee movie, I guess. But that's because the main character was so small. Everyone else was kind of big. But, yeah. Very cool. I want more of this mold. I have a problem with Seekers. I have, like, the Siege Seeker mold. I have, like, almost all of those. And that's not good. Anyway, looks great. I suggest him. He can be expensive. It's an animated figure, and it's also Starscream. If you can get him, go ahead. If you like animated, get him. If you like Starscream, yeah, still get him. He's probably one of the best Starscreams out there. Not figure-wise, but character-wise. Like, animated Starscream is just great, in my opinion. But, yeah. Love the figure. Glad to have it back in my collection after so long. I got rid of it when I was younger, like I said. But, that's pretty much it. This has been my review of Transformers Animated Starscream. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, you know what to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.